It seems like every time I go to Best Buy, they try to sell me an extended warranty on like every single item in my cart. And if I'm buying something really expensive, it's tempting. Like, what if something goes wrong with my fancy new computer? But are extended warranties actually worth it? Let's break it down. By the way, hello and welcome. I'm Penelope Jane Smith, and my intention with this channel is to give you the money skills, tools, systems, and insights you need in order to create more ease, peace, and freedom in your life when it comes to money and finances. If you find this video helpful, please tap the like button for the YouTube algorithm. That really makes a big difference, and it would really help me out to reach more people with this message so I can keep creating more content like this for you. Now, diving into extended warranties. These are sometimes called a service agreement, service contract, or maintenance agreement. And basically, they're like an insurance policy on something you buy, like an appliance or a car, so that if something goes wrong with the thing you bought, the insurance should ideally, theoretically, pay to fix it or replace it. This is on top of and in addition to the standard warranty from the manufacturer that you get automatically. Now, here's the problem with extended warranties. According to Dave Ramsey, only 12% of the cost of the average extended warranty covers the risk of having to fix or replace the item. That means if you're paying $100 for the extended warranty, you're only getting $12 of value. Hey, want to give me $100 and I'll give you $12 back? No, that sucks, right? Out of the other 88% of what you're paying, some of it goes to the company providing the warranty, which is a for-profit business, right? With its own salaries and overhead to pay. Okay, I'm not mad about that. This is a business and you want that business to be profitable so they'll actually be around if you ever need to use that warranty, right? But most of what you're paying, usually at least half of what you're paying, goes to sales commissions. Have you ever wondered why these warranties get pushed so hard? That's why. In fact, some companies make more money selling extended warranties than they do on the actual products. In fact, I mentioned Best Buy, right? The profit margins on the electronics that Best Buy sells are actually pretty small. Did you know that Best Buy makes most of their money by selling extended warranties and financing on those electronics? So we think of Best Buy as being in the electronics business, but actually they're in the extended warranties and financing business, and they just happen to have some TVs and stuff. When you consider that only 12% of what you pay for an extended warranty actually benefits you, then you can see that this is one of the worst ripoffs in the insurance world. But what do you do if you're concerned that your computer or refrigerator or car might break down? You don't want to get stuck with a big unexpected expense, right? Well, first of all, you might be covered by the standard warranty from the manufacturer. Beyond that, instead of wasting money on overpriced extended warranties, consider self-insuring against the risk of something needing to be fixed or replaced. Yeah, there might be some people who end up using their extended warranty and come out ahead, but statistically, and most of the time, you'll be better off self-insuring. The easiest way to do that is to set up a special account separate from your other checking or savings accounts with the sole purpose of providing you with a cash cushion against life's unexpected events. Some people call this an emergency fund, contingency account, or rainy day account. Myself, being a follower of the law of attraction, I prefer the term reserve account. This account is your safety net. It creates a feeling of stability because what could be a major financial setback becomes more of a minor inconvenience. So you could even call it your stability account. Without a reserve account, if you have an unexpected expense that you can't afford, then you're probably going to borrow the money or sell off investments. So this account is like a little insurance policy that keeps you out of consumer debt and protects your investments. And there are specific rules for withdrawing money from this account. I love the concept of bright lines from the book Willpower by Roy F. Baumeister and John Tierney. Bright lines are clear, simple, and unambiguous rules. You know if you crossed a bright line. So for this account, the bright line is that you only withdraw money if an expense meets all 4 of these criteria. It's unexpected, it's necessary, it's urgent, and you can't cash flow it another way. Your cat getting injured and needing to go to the vet is unexpected, necessary, and urgent. Your cat needing to go to the vet for a regular checkup is not. Christmas is not unexpected. It's the same date every year. You can save up for Christmas gifts in another account and not touch this one. If it's not urgent, you can probably save up for it separately. If you can just pay for it with your cash on hand, you don't need to touch your reserve account. So how much money should you have in this account? The first goal of this account is to have $1,000 set aside in case of an emergency. That's not really enough, but even a $1,000 buffer can be life-changing. When I was recovering from bankruptcy and I got my first $1,000 saved up, I got a flat tire and I needed to replace it. Finances were so tight at the time that would have felt like a major crisis. Because I could pay for a new tire with the cash from my reserve fund, it was only an inconvenience. I also realized that I could increase my deductible on my insurance to $1,000, which gave me a big savings on my insurance premiums. The ultimate goal of this account is to have 3 to 6 months of personal living expenses set aside just in case. If your income is pretty stable and predictable, then you might lean towards 3 months. If your income is more irregular and crazy, you might lean more towards 6 months. And then eventually, when you're living off your investments, you might want closer to 12 to 18 months in there so you don't have to sell your investments if the market happens to be down. Now, where do you have this account? You want to keep it pretty liquid and accessible in case you need it, and ideally making some money so you're making interest instead of paying for it. So I'd recommend having it in a high yield savings account or a money market account. You can shop around and see who has the highest rates right now. Paul and I recently moved most of our reserve account to Yotta Savings because it's so much fun and the average interest rate is pretty high. I love Yotta, which is YOTTA, because they've figured out a way to gamify saving money. It's a regular FDIC insured savings account that gives you 0.2% on your money, which is 20 times what big banks like Bank of America are doing. But then you can also win more. For every $25 in your account, you get 1 ticket every week for their lottery. And each week you can win up to $10 million. If you want to open an account, just download the Yotta Savings app on your smartphone. I don't think you need a referral code to sign up, but if you use a referral code, you can get an extra 100 tickets for the next week's lottery. So if you want to use mine, it's Penelope Jane, no spaces. If you use that, we both get free tickets. And if you live outside of the US, then you can search for high yield savings accounts or prize-linked savings accounts. Another creative option is to have some money on a cryptocurrency exchange, like BlockFi, that pays you interest. Last I checked, with a BlockFi interest account, you can earn up to 9.5% in interest. It's like mind-blowing. If you want to check that out and get up to $250 of free Bitcoin when you open and fund your account, check the link in the description. And if you want to learn more about how that works, check out my video on how to make passive income with cryptocurrency. You can find the link in the description for that too. Bottom line, you'll be better off on average if you skip the overpriced extended warranties and put that money in your reserve account instead. Now you're making interest instead of paying it, and you have a cash buffer that allows you to self-insure in case you do need to fix or replace something that isn't covered by the standard warranty from the manufacturer. And since you've made it this far, if you found this helpful, please tap the like button on this video if you haven't already done that. It really does help me out and helps me reach more people with this message and save them from paying for overpriced extended warranties as well. It also helps if you comment on the video. I'm especially curious about what other topics you'd like to see me make videos on. And if you'd like to see more videos from me around personal finance, money management, saving and investing, and financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to this channel and click that little bell icon so you see when I make a new video. Thanks for watching.